Welcome back to Future Cars Updated, your trusted destination for everything about the most cutting-edge vehicles shaping tomorrow. And today, we're diving into one of the most highly anticipated supercars of the decade, the 2026 Chevrolet Corvette Zora, a machine that doesn't just aim to challenge the best, it aims to surpass them. Now, if you're a true Corvette fan, you know the name Zora carries serious weight. It honors Zora Arca Stuntoff, the legendary Corvette engineer who dreamed of a mid-engine layout decades before it became a reality. In 2020, that dream finally hit the streets with the C8. But the Zora, that's something entirely different. This isn't just another Corvette. This is the Corvette that's set to redefine performance, not just for Chevy, but for the entire American automotive industry. So let's start with what powers this beast. Under the sculpted rear hatch of the 2026 Corvette Zora lies a hybrid, twin-turbocharged V8 engine, a version of the 5.5-liter flat-plane crank LT6. But this time, it's paired with a front-mounted electric motor. The result? A staggering combined output of approximately 1,000 horsepower. Yes, you heard that right. For digits, a Corvette with Bugatti-level performance, but American-bred. The gas engine sits behind the driver and sends power to the rear wheels, while the electric motor up front drives the front wheels, making the Zora an all-wheel drive hypercar. This configuration doesn't just deliver mind-blowing acceleration. It also drastically improves grip, especially when coming out of tight corners. The result is performance that's not only fast in a straight line, but razor-sharp in the curves. Speaking of speed, early testing rumors suggest a 0 to 60 miles per hour time of under 2.0 seconds. That's firmly in Tesla Model S Plaid territory, and close to what you'd see from million-dollar hypercars like the Rimac Nevera or the Bugatti Chiron Super Sport. But here's the thing, the Zora doesn't cost anywhere near that kind of money. Now, pricing hasn't been officially confirmed yet, but estimates point to a starting price in the $150,000 to $200,000 range. That's a lot, sure, but when you compare it to what you get, it's practically a bargain. A 1,000 horsepower hybrid supercar with AWD, a lightweight chassis, and magnetic ride control? At that price, it might just be the greatest performance per dollar car ever built. Let's talk design. The 2026 Corvette Zora is expected to retain the aggressive stance of the Z06 and E-Ray models, but take it even further. Wider fenders, more pronounced air intakes, active aerodynamics including a deployable rear wing, and a full-width front splitter all come into play. Every curve, every line serves a purpose, channeling air, cooling vital components, and maximizing downforce. From the outside, the Zora doesn't scream elegance, it screams dominance. Inside, you'll find a cabin focused on the driver, yet refined in its luxury. Expect high-grade leather, microfiber suede, carbon fiber trim, and advanced tech like a fully digital instrument cluster and a massive infotainment screen, angled toward the driver. The seats will be aggressively bolstered to hold you in place during intense cornering, but still comfortable enough for daily use. And just like the C8 and Z06, the driving position is pure supercar, low, commanding, and immersive. Chevy is also going all in on tech. The Zora will feature GM's latest version of the performance data recorder, launch control systems, customizable driving modes, and an active torque vectoring system to keep all that power manageable. Expect things like adaptive cruise control and even semi-autonomous driving features, borrowed from the Cadillac Celestiq and Escalade IQ, making the Zora a surprisingly livable supercar when you're not tearing up the track. One of the most exciting aspects of the Zora is how it blends cutting-edge technology with classic Corvette heritage. Sure, it's a hybrid. Sure, it's got computers controlling all four wheels. But at its core, the Zora remains a driver's car, The steering feel is direct, the throttle response immediate, and the exhaust note, oh, that glorious V8 roar hasn't gone anywhere. You'll still get all the visceral thrill that Corvettes are known for, but now with a futuristic twist. Now let's touch on weight, an area where hybrids often struggle. The Corvette Zora is expected to weigh slightly more than the Z06 and E-Ray due to the added electric components. But clever engineering and carbon fiber construction help keep it relatively light. For a hybrid AWD supercar, think somewhere around 3,900 to 4,100 pounds, not featherweight, but certainly manageable with 1,000 horsepower on tap. Another key benefit of the hybrid system is torque fill. One of the minor complaints some drivers had about the Z06 was the lack of low-end torque due to the naturally aspirated engine. The Zora fixes that. The electric motor provides instant torque from 0 RPM, while the twin-turbo V8 handles the high end. The result? Seamless, monstrous power delivery from idle all the way to red line. Chevy is also promising advanced cooling systems, likely incorporating tech from their racing programs to keep everything in check during extreme performance. Think multiple radiators, underbody airflow management, and track-ready brake cooling ducts. This is a car built for performance, yes, but it's also engineered for endurance. Now, is the Zora just a track weapon? Not at all. One of the most appealing aspects of the Corvette in any generation has been its ability to serve as a daily driver. And Chevy hasn't forgotten that. The Zora will come equipped with features like dual zone climate control, premium audio systems, and likely Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It might be a 1.0 horsepower monster, but it's still a Corvette. You can drive it to work and then straight to the track. Let's talk about rivals. The Zora isn't just going after Porsche 911 turbos and Nissan GTs. No, this car is gunning for the Ferrari SF90 Stradale, the McLaren Artura, and even electric hypercars like the Lotus Evija. And yet, at a fraction of the price. If Chevy delivers on their promises, and given the success of the C8 and Z06, there's good reason to believe they will. Then the 2026 Zora will not only compete with these legends, but possibly embarrass a few of them. The Zora also represents a turning point for GM. It's not just about building a faster Corvette. It's about redefining what American performance means in a hybrid and eventually electric future. With the Zora, Chevy is showing the world that the Corvette isn't stuck in the past. It's ready to lead the charge into the next generation of performance. As we move toward electrification, the Zora might be one of the last Corvettes to feature a roaring V8. It blends the past and the future in a way few cars ever have. And that's what makes it so special. It's a love letter to performance enthusiasts, while also serving as a roadmap for what's to come. In terms of availability, we expect the Zora to be officially revealed sometime in mid to late 2025, with production beginning in early 2026. Pre-orders will likely open shortly after the reveal, and if past demand is anything to go by, like the Z06 and E-Ray selling out within hours, you'll want to act fast if you plan to own one. To wrap things up, the 2026 Chevrolet Corvette Zora isn't just the next step in the Corvette lineage. It's a leap, a statement, a challenger to the global elite, and it's coming fast. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2026 Corvette Zora, be sure to like this video, share it with your fellow gearheads, and subscribe to Future Cars Updated for more in-depth looks at the world's most exciting upcoming vehicles. Drop a comment below and let us know. Is the Zora the best Corvette ever made? Or do you think Chevy should go full electric next? Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay passionate, stay curious, and stay ahead of the curve with Future Cars Updated.